Hello everybody, it's Cobbler's Vlogs, and you know what time it is. It is time for the FIFA 18 League results, and a lot more as well. We've got a lot of news to bring you, and I'm going to be bringing it to you right now. We're going to be going through the results and predicting next week's fixtures, and doing the league table as well. But first, I've got about 3 or 4 pieces of news to bring to you. So let's get into that before we go into the results. Right, unfortunately, I'm going to have to start positive and then go negative. First of all, I am thinking about doing another version of this, but for PS4 players. I know there are some of you out there that do play PS4, so if I are any value that play PS4, do contact me. My social medias will be down below in the description. But if there are any of you that play PS4, I'm thinking of starting a PS4 league. So I won't be in it because I don't have a PS4, but I know some of you, there were some people who asked to be in the league who had PS4 only, so... those of you who have PS4 and are interested in joining the league, let me know. I'll leave my social medias down below for you to contact me about that. Okay, so this bit of news regards James Wotton and Josh Weston. Now, they both let me know that they were going to be on holiday because last game week, round 4, was October half term, which meant that some people were on holiday. Some people did, only James and Josh really told me in advance. So James switched his fixtures around because James and Josh were both on holiday at the same time and they were supposed to play each other in round 4. So instead in round 4, James played Sam Wallington and won 9-4. Josh Weston hasn't played either of his games. He's got Reece Parsons in round 5 and I think he's going to play James as well this week. So those 2 results will come in next week's video. The final piece of news is... nil-nils. Now, I've had so many nil-nils come in this week. The amount of results that weren't submitted is just not good enough. And I'd just first of all like to thank James Wotton, Tom McFadden, Reece and Will Glennon, who have all managed to play every game and submit every result so far. So thanks to that. Thanks to those for that. The people that are on are being watched at the moment for how many games they play. So far, I've had these people who have missed 2 games for no reason. Okay, so far that is Jacob, Adam Hall, Will Jones and Neo. Now there is one person who has missed 3 games for no reason, and that's Ben Jackson. So if he's watching, I'd just like to say you need to start playing some games, otherwise I've got 1 or 2 people that want to actually join who have Xbox, and if I can't get people to play games who are in it currently, I'm just going to have to remove you and get people in who want to actually play games and who will submit results. So yeah, thanks to James, Tom, Reece and Will Glennon. Those people, James, Adam, Will and Neo, just be careful, try and play a few more games because you've already missed 2 and we've got 19 rounds as well. So yeah, I'm going to say probably about 5 games missed. I might have to remove you, or maybe even 3, I'm not sure. But I've got Ben Jackson this week, who's missed 3, so hopefully he plays me and I can keep him in the league. Right, now let's move on to last week's results, those that were submitted, of course. Right, 3.5 minutes in, and you're actually getting the results. I'm just going to tell you the ones that weren't given, and I'm just going to say 0-0. Troy Haynes versus Ben Jackson, Will Jones versus Patrick McFadden, Jacob Brannan versus Daniel Osborne, Daniel Warren versus Ben Natman, but that was for a valid reason, and Adam Hall versus Neo. So Daniel Warren versus Ben Natman, there was a reason why that game wasn't played. That's not relevant, but the rest of them I didn't get a good enough reason why they didn't play, so I just gave them all 0-0. Troy Haynes versus Ben Jackson. Troy was on holiday as well, but he didn't tell me, so I just put it in 0-0. The games that were submitted though: Ollie Mann 3, Dylan Patel 2. We had a battle of the same school twice in this round actually. We had Ollie Mann versus Dylan Patel, which is 3-2 to Ollie Mann, and then the second battle was between Will Glennon and Angus. Angus came out the 4-2 winner in the end. I played a vlogging rival, and that was Reece Parsons. And unfortunately, the score could have been about 7-4 to him. We both had so many chances. He won 3-0 in the end, Reece Parsons did, but we both had so many chances. It was unbelievable. It could have been something like 7-4 either way, to be honest. And yeah. So that's that. And then the final result of the 4 that were submitted, which is diabolical, really. We had Tom McFadden 3, Sam Wallington 0. And again, that game wasn't even played. Sam Wallington just kept saying he couldn't play for no reason. So I just decided we all agreed to give Tom the 3-0 win there. Like I say, Daniel Warren versus Ben Natman, Adam Hall versus Neo, Jacob Brandon versus Daniel Osborne, Will Jones versus Pat McFadden, and Troy Haynes versus Ben Jackson were not submitted, which it's just silly, really. And then we've also got James Wootton versus Josh Weston, which is coming up next week in next week's video. Right, let's get into the league table. Okay, so we're going to go from 20th to first place. Bottom of the league is Sam Waddington, who's played 5 games because he played that game against James and then Tom. He lost, he's played 5, scored 14, conceded 31 with a goal difference of minus 17, 0 points. Then it's me, I'm finally off the bottom of the table. I'm in 19th, 4 games played, 6 goals scored, 19 conceded, 0 points. Then we have Dylan Patel in 18th, 4 games played, 7 goals scored, 9 conceded, 2 points. Ben Jackson is in 17th with 3 points. That's because he hasn't submitted 3 games and he lost the game that he did play. Troy Haynes is also on 3 points. He's only played 1 game and he lost that, and the other 3 points have come from draws. Then we have Will Jones, who's played 4, 7 goals scored, 9 conceded, minus 2 goals on 3 points. Then we have Daniel Warren, who's played 4 games, scored 6, conceded 15, and he's on 4 points. In 13th is Josh Weston, who's only played 3 games, obviously because of his holiday. 5 goals scored, 6 conceded, 4 points. In 12th we have Patrick McFadden, who's played 4, scored 6, conceded 6, and scored 5 points. Reece Parsons is above him in 11th. Played 4, scored 11, conceded 14 with 6 points. Will Glennon is then in 10th with 4 played, 14 goals scored, 15 conceded, 6 points. Neo is then in 9th, also on 6 points, 13 goals scored, 8 conceded. Then in 8th we have Tom McFadden, one of the guys who's played all his games so far. 4 played, 15 scored, only 6 conceded, so defending from Tom so far. The second best goal difference in the league, I think that is. Then we have Angus in 7th, 10 goals scored, 6 conceded on 7 points. Also on 7 points is Daniel Osborne. Ben Natman is in 5th on goal difference with 8 points. His goal difference is plus 5. Then we have Adam Hall with the best goal difference in the league, which is plus 12, and he's on 8 points. That's the only reason he's in the top 4, and Ben Natman is 5th. James Wootton is 3rd with 4 played, 17 points, 17 scored, 10 conceded, with 9 points. And then joint top is Jacob Brandon and Ollie Mann. 1 goal separates first and second. Ollie Mann is 2nd, 4 played, 9 scored, 5 conceded, 10 points. And Jacob Brandon, 4 played, 9 scored, 4 conceded, with a plus 5 goal difference, and that is 10 points. And Jacob Brandon has just missed 1 game. He's only missed 1 game. So Jacob, I warned you earlier to play your games. I take that back. You've only missed 1. Doesn't matter. But yeah, that is why I don't like people missing games, because people get a point for them, and they might deliberately miss a game against a hard opponent to get the point. And it's not fair on the people like me who aren't as good as FIFA, but actually play all the games, but finish last, and someone that doesn't play any games finishes with 19 points. Like, it's just not fair, really. But anyway, I need to stop moaning. Let's get into the round 5 predictions. Okay, so let's get into the next round's round 5 predictions for this week. First of all, we have Dylan Patel versus Daniel Warren. I'm going to give Daniel Warren a 3-1. I think this will be a very tight game, but I think Daniel Warren will just edge it. Next up, Angus plays Ollie Mann in the battle of Welland Valley players. I'm going to give... this is a tough one. Angus is going to have a 2-1 win. It's going to be a very, very tight game. Watch that be like a 7-0 or something like that. Then I played Ben Jackson. Now, in the Can You Beat Me series, he beat me, but I played quite well against him. I'm going to say 3-1 to Ben. Patrick McFadden plays Troy. I don't think this result will get submitted, but I'll still give a result anyway. I think Troy will win that 4-0. Daniel Osborne plays Will Glennon. Glennon, I think, will lose. No, I'm going to say a 2-2 draw. I think that'll be that is the game of the round. I think that'll be 2 top players battling it out in a 2-2 draw. Reece Parsons played Josh Weston. There's been a bit of beef between the two of them in the group chat, so it'll be a very interesting game. And this is probably a derby game, even though they live sort of 300 miles apart, but whatever. I'm going to give Josh Weston a 2-1 win in this derby game. Sam Waddington versus James Wotton, as we already know, was played, and there was a 9-4 win for James, just to reinforce that. Ben Knappman plays Neo. Now, Ben Knappman's having problems with his Xbox Live, so whether or not he's going to be able to play some of his games, I'm not sure. But I think I think if Ben Knappman does play this game, it will just be a waste of time, because I think Neo will win this sort of 5-1, something like that. Will Jones, this is game of the round actually. Will Jones plays Tom McFadden. This is going to be a really tight game. Tom is very confident in himself that he's going to win this match. I'm confident just in Tom as well. I think he's going to get a 2-1 win. It's going to be very close. And then Adam Hall versus Jacob Brannan. This is also a very tight game as well. I think Jacob Brannan is going to extend his lead at the top of the table and will win that one comfortably by 4 goals to 1. So that is it for the predictions for next round, and yeah, that's basically it. Right, so that's just about it for this video. Thanks so much for those that are watching. Drop a like if you're enjoying the series so far. Smash that subscribe button if you're new around here. And until next time, see you later.